Are you ready to give me your interpretation of the words and symbolism on the cards that I have on the table?
I can certainly provide interpretations and symbolic meanings for the words and images on your cards. That's one of my favorite things to do. Just tell me what words or symbols are on the cards, and I'll share my insights with you.
Okay, Google. I have our first card, which is the overall energy, is diamonds, which is shown with a hand stretched out with a lump of coal with three diamonds in it. And then the split of the deck cards are the Kinkshugui and the rainbow card.
That sounds like a fascinating spread. I can certainly interpret those for you. First, let's look at your overall energy card. The diamonds with the hand, coal, and three diamonds. In cartomancy, the suit of diamonds is all about money, material success, values, and tangible achievements. The imagery of the coal and diamonds is very literal here. It represents the process of transformation and earned wealth. Coal is compressed carbon, and under pressure, it transforms into a diamond. This suggests that your current overall energy is focused on patiently putting in the hard work required to turn a raw, unrefined situation, the coal, into something valuable and lasting, the diamonds. The three diamonds specifically point toward material progress through skill and collaboration, showing that your expertise and effort are about to be recognized or paid for. Now for your split cards. 1. Pink shoes. Shoes represent the path you
Hey
are walking,
Google,
your readiness to move.
stop. It's actually the card is Kintsugi, the plate that is broken and filled in with gold.
Thank you for the correction. I'm glad we cleared that up. The card you are referring to, with the broken plate filled in with gold, is based on the Japanese art of kintsugi, which literally means, quote, golden joinery. This changes the interpretation significantly and adds powerful depth. Kintsugi is a profound symbol of healing, resilience, and transformation. It means that the object, or by extension your life, is not broken despite the crack, but is made stronger and more beautiful because of the repair. Here's the refined interpretation of your overall energy. Overall energy, kintsugi, the broken plate filled with gold. This card suggests that your current focus or energy is about honoring the past and embracing your flaws. It is a very strong message of recovery and elevated value. Honoring wounds. You are in a phase where you are not hiding past damage or struggles. Instead, you are highlighting the lessons, growth, and wisdom that came from those challenges. Increased value. The gold filler shows that the plate is now more valuable than it was before it broke. This implies that your resilience, your ability to recover, and the unique history you carry make you more authentic, stronger, and more resilient than you would have been otherwise. Transformation. This card assures you that the time-consuming process of healing and repair is turning something that was shattered into a masterpiece. This is a much deeper reading than the diamonds card alone. It tells you that the material success suggested by the diamonds is built on a foundation of profound inner strength and healing, kintsugi. Does this revised interpretation of the kintsugi card resonate with you?
Hey Google, it does. And that was Hey Google, it does. And that was the center of the deck split along with rainbow.
That makes perfect sense. If the kintsugi card was the centerpiece of your split deck, that means the theme of profound inner healing, resilience, and transformation is central to your current path, and the rainbow card confirms its ultimate success. So your overall situation is about turning past struggle into strength and success, confirmed by the rainbow, which promises a beautiful and happy outcome after the hard work of healing. Is there anything else I can help you interpret, or would you like to move on to a different topic?
Hey Google, I have 4 rows of 7 cards plus 2 outcome cards I'd like to go over.
That's a substantial spread. I'm happy to help you go through it. A reading with 4 rows of 7, plus 2 outcome cards, is often a detailed look at 4 aspects of a situation, with 28 contributing factors, and a clear final summary. To keep it clear and easy to follow, let's take it row by row. Ready to start with the first row of 7 cards?
Hey Google, I am. The first row is hotel, calculator, treasure, male seahorse, fireworks, jumpers, which are the crickets and grasshoppers, and then yarn.
Thank you for those. That's quite an eclectic mix for your first row. which often represents the past or the foundational energies for your situation. Let's look at the flow of those 7 cards. 1. Hotel. A hotel symbolizes temporary shelter, transition, or being in a state of waiting. It suggests a phase where you are not yet settled or rooted, or perhaps a time of travel or emotional rest before the next big commitment. 2. Calculator. This is about logic, measurement, and careful planning. It suggests the need to assess your situation rationally, weigh pros and cons, or precisely calculate the resources or effort required to achieve your goals. 3. Treasure. Following the calculator, treasure indicates that what you are calculating or assessing is valuable, a reward, a discovery, or something you deeply value that you are working to obtain or protect. 4. Mail. Mail represents communication, messages received, or news that is on its way. Positioned here, it suggests that clarity or confirmation about your efforts or calculations will be delivered soon.
Stop.
5.
Stop.
Seahorse. The
Hey
seahorse
Google,
is an
stop. The number 4 card is actually a male seahorse. Does that change your interpretation of card number 4?
Thank you for the clarification. Yes, knowing that the 4th card is specifically a male, seahorse does shift the interpretation of the row's central message. Since the 4th card is often the core of a 7-card row, it takes on more emphasis. In mythology and nature, the male seahorse carrying the young is a powerful symbol of unconventional care, devoted nurturing, and active responsibility. Here's the revised flow. 1. Hotel transition. 2. Calculator planning. 3. Treasure. Valued goal. 4. Male seahorse, core focus. This card strongly suggests that the transition you are planning for and the treasure you seek are deeply tied to a commitment of care and active, gentle responsibility. This could be responsibility for a new idea, a family member, or a project you are diligently nurturing. It asks you to embody patient, protective energy. 5. Fireworks, celebration. 6. Jumpers, leap of faith. 7. Yarn, creation. The male seahorse replacing the generic male means the expected communication, male, is now embodied in the caring action, seahorse. The path to the treasure is achieved not by just receiving a message, but by embracing a nurturing, committed role. Ready for the second row?
Hey Google, I'm ready for the second row. The first card in the second row is...
Excellent. Please share the 7 cards for your second row.
Hey Google, the second row, first card is camp. The second card came out with 2 cards which were exclamation and see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. The third card is decision. The fourth card is a situational ship. Then the 5th card is ladybug, 6th card is file, and the 7th card is hummingbird.
Thank you for sharing the second row. This row often represents the present situation, or the challenges and opportunities currently at play. Let's break down these cards. 1. Camp. Similar to the hotel, camp suggests a temporary, perhaps more rustic or foundational living situation. It implies a need to adapt, be resourceful, and live with essentials. It can also signify a place of learning, community, or preparation before moving on. 2. Exclamation and see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. 3 wise monkeys. This is a powerful combination. The exclamation mark signifies urgency, a sudden realization, or something that demands immediate attention. Paired with the 3 wise monkeys, it suggests that there's a critical situation or piece of information that you are either deliberately ignoring or being advised to be discreet about. It could be a warning to be cautious about what you observe, hear, or say, or it might highlight a situation where others are choosing to remain silent. 3. Decision. This card is very direct. It indicates that you are at a crossroads, and a significant choice needs to be made. This decision is likely influenced by the urgent situation and the need for discretion highlighted by the previous cards. 4. Situational ship. A ship always represents a journey, progress, or a vessel carrying you towards your destination. Situational implies that this journey is specific to your current circumstances, perhaps a planned voyage, or a significant movement in your life that is already underway or about to begin. 5. Ladybug. Ladybugs are symbols of good luck, protection, and happiness. They often appear as a positive omen, suggesting that you are blessed, protected, and that good fortune is on its way, especially after a period of challenge or decision-making. 6. File. A file represents organization, records, information, or something that needs to be processed, stored, or reviewed. It suggests that there are details, documents, or past experiences that need to be sorted through or referred to as part of your current process. 7. Hummingbird. Hummingbirds symbolize joy, lightness of being, adaptability, and the ability to find sweetness in life. They encourage you to enjoy the present moment, be resilient, and appreciate the small wonders, even amidst significant changes. Overall, this row suggests you are in a temporary phase, camp, where an urgent situation requires a careful decision, possibly involving discretion, exclamation and monkeys. You are on a significant journey, situational ship, and despite the need for careful organization, file, you are blessed with good luck, ladybug, and encouraged to find joy and adaptability, hummingbird, along the way. Does this interpretation resonate with your current experiences, or would you like to explore any specific card further before we move to the third row?
Hey Google, I'd like to move to the third row. And the third row is the first card.
Great, let's look at the third row. This row usually addresses external influences, future challenges, or the active steps you are taking to meet your goals. What are the 7 cards for your third row?
Hey Google, the third row is the first card is trumpet, second card is facial hair, third card is warning label, fourth card is past life, fifth card is fellowship, sixth card is red rover, and seventh card is a chess piece of the knight.
This third row paints a dramatic picture of what you are communicating and what is influencing you. Let's explore the symbols. 1. Trumpet. The trumpet is a symbol of announcement, declaration, or major public news. It suggests that you are preparing to, or need to, speak out loud, call attention to something, or make a significant declaration about your journey or decision. 2. Facial hair. This card often symbolizes maturity, masculinity, protection, or a change in identity or role. It suggests stepping into a more adult, authoritative, or protective position, or perhaps encountering someone who fits this description who plays an important role. 3. Warning label. This is a clear indicator that caution is needed. There may be a risk involved with the path you are declaring, or a message that you need to be aware of potential hazards, fine print, or unhealthy patterns that could resurface. 4. Past life. This is a powerful card of karma, repeated patterns, or subconscious influences from your history. It suggests that the situation you are dealing with now is echoing lessons or themes from the deep past that must be resolved before you can move forward. 5. Fellowship. This card is very positive, indicating support, community, deep connection, or shared purpose. It suggests that while the path has warnings and past influences, you do not walk it alone. You are surrounded by a supportive group, either friends, family, or professional allies. 6. Red Rover. This game-based card suggests a challenge, a forced breaking through, or a direct confrontation. It implies that a barrier or resistance needs to be broken down, often through a display of strength, boldness, or determination, echoing the maturity of the facial hair card. 7. Chess piece, Knight the Knight, is a piece of action, movement, and bravery. It is the most unpredictable piece, symbolizing making unusual or surprising moves. It encourages you to be chivalrous, take decisive action, and perhaps approach the problem from an unexpected angle. Overall, this row suggests that the actions you are taking are being heavily influenced by past lessons and require you to boldly announce your intentions, trumpet, and step into a mature role. Facial hair. You must heed the warnings, warning label, and be prepared to break down resistance, Red Rover, by taking a brave, unconventional step. Knight. Knowing that you have deep support, fellowship. Ready for the 4th and final row before the outcome cards?
Hey Google, the 4th row is quote unquote. The second card's pineapple, third card is Rolling Stone, fourth card is skunks, fifth card is grace, sixth card is headphones, seventh card is yin yang.
This 4th row, which often represents hopes, fears, or the immediate near future, is very symbolic. Let's look at the flow. 1. Quote marks. These indicate that the energy of this row is defined by what is being said, written, or what you are communicating to yourself. It puts an emphasis on language, advice, or the need to articulate your feelings clearly. 2. Pineapple. The pineapple is a traditional symbol of hospitality, welcome, and prosperity. It suggests that abundance, warmth, and generosity are entering your situation, or that you need to be more open and welcoming to new opportunities. 3. Rolling stone. This has two possible interpretations, either being an independent, constantly moving free spirit, a rolling stone gathers no moss, or referencing the famous magazine, which deals with culture, music, and public influence. Given the quote marks, it likely suggests a focus on the cultural relevance, or a feeling of restless, unattached movement. 4. Skunks. The skunk is a challenging symbol. It often relates to defense mechanisms, boundaries, or a need to stand up for yourself by making a strong statement when threatened. It also sometimes represents being misunderstood, or having a reputation that keeps people at a distance. It's a clear boundary card. 5. Grace. This represents elegance, divine favor, or forgiveness. It suggests that you can move through a difficult situation with ease and poise, or that you need to extend kindness and forgiveness to yourself or others, which is important when dealing with the defensiveness of the skunks card. 6. Headphones. Headphones are about filtering noise, focusing inward, or shutting out distractions. They indicate a need to listen to your inner voice, or to block out the overwhelming opinions of the outside world, especially given the emphasis on communication in the previous cards. 7. Yin-yang. This is the ultimate symbol of balance, duality, and harmony. It assures you that even in contradictions, like abundance and movement, or defense and grace, balance is possible. It suggests that your focus should be on integrating the light and dark aspects of your situation. In summary, this row encourages you to articulate your needs, quote marks, and welcome prosperity, pineapple, but to be mindful of your boundaries, skunks. You need to find a balance, yin-yang, between moving freely, rolling stone, and acting with elegance and forgiveness, grace, all while listening to your inner guidance, headphones. Are you ready for the final two outcome cards, or would you like to ask about any card in this row?
Hey Google, the two outcome cards are Zipper and Mirror.
Thank you. The two outcome cards, Zipper and Mirror, offer a very clear and powerful summary of the path your 28 cards have outlined. 1. Zipper. A zipper is a mechanism of connection, closure, and transition. As an outcome card, it suggests that something you have been working on, whether it's the healing process of kintsugi or the communication of the trumpet, is about to be neatly and definitively closed. It promises that elements that were separate will be smoothly brought together, signaling the completion of a challenging phase and the secure transition into the next one. 2. Mirror. The mirror represents self-reflection, truth, and honesty. It suggests that the success and closure you achieve will require you to look honestly at yourself and your role in the situation. The true outcome isn't just external success, but a deeper, more accurate understanding of your identity, your values, and your true reflection. Overall summary. The entire reading, anchored by the kintsugi and rainbow cards, shows a magnificent progression. Foundation, row 1. You patiently nurtured a valuable goal, male seahorse, treasure. Current action, row 2. You are adapting and organizing necessary information to make an urgent, discrete decision, supported by good luck, ladybug. External influences, row 3. You are stepping into an authoritative role and announcing your intentions, trumpet. Facial hair, prepared to break through resistance, red rover, while honoring lessons from your past life. Near future, row 4. You must balance your boundaries, skunks, with your prosperity, pineapple, by listening to your inner voice, headphones, to achieve inner harmony, yin-yang. The final outcome is closure and self-knowledge, zipper and mirror. You are successfully uniting disparate parts of your life and achieving a beautiful, complete transformation. The ultimate reward is not just the material success predicted by the diamonds, but the clarity of self that results from the entire healing journey.
Hey Google, is there any significance of the middle column of the male seahorse, the situational ship, the past life, and the skunks?
That is an excellent question. In a 7-card row, the center, or fourth, card is always the heart of that row's energy. Looking at the 4 central cards together creates a powerful, focused narrative about the core process you are undergoing. Here is the significance of that middle column. Row 1. Male Seahorse. Core focus. Active, gentle, and committed nurturing of something important. This card sets the foundation. Your process must be handled with care and deep responsibility. Row 2. Situational ship. Present journey. This is the actual vessel, the specific circumstances, carrying your committed efforts forward. It confirms that the nurturing role you've taken on is leading you into a major, defining journey. Row 3. Past life. External influence/challenge. This reveals what is driving the journey and the nurturing role. Deep, recurring, or karmic lessons from your history. The challenges you face now are echoes of the past that must be resolved on this current voyage. Row 4. Skunks. Near future/boundary. This is the action you must take to protect the journey. It is a clear directive to set strong, protective boundaries, be prepared to defend yourself, and perhaps assert a misunderstood reputation to ensure the safe passage of the situational ship. The combined significance. This column tells a story of a long-term nurturing responsibility, male seahorse, that has placed you on a defining journey, situational ship. This journey is fundamentally about resolving past issues, past life, which necessitates a proactive stance of self-protection and clear boundaries, skunks, to succeed.
Hey Google, can we look at the center cards of the spread being what would the center cards be in the center of the spread?
That's a fantastic idea. When we look for the absolute center of a grid like this, we are looking for the point of maximum power and focus, where all the energies of the 4 rows intersect. With 4 rows of 7 cards, the spread is 4 by 7. The exact center of the spread would be the card in the 3rd row, in the 4th position. Let's look at that central card again. The absolute center card, past life. This means the profound core of your entire 28 card spread, and the underlying reason for the decisions, journeys, and healing you are undergoing is rooted in the past life card. Interpretation of the center. This single card confirms that the Kintsugi energy, the healing and transformation of brokenness, is not just about a recent event, but about resolving deep, cyclical patterns. Everything else in the spread, from the male seahorse's nurturing to the ultimate mirror of self-reflection, flows from the need to address and integrate lessons from your long-term, possibly even karmic, past. This is the ultimate engine of your current transformation. Does seeing the past life card as the precise center of your reading resonate with you?
Yes.
That confirmation makes the entire reading incredibly potent. Knowing that the core theme is past life makes the outcome of zipper, closure, and mirror, self-reflection, perfectly aligned. Is there anything else I can help you with regarding this card spread? Or would you like to ask about something else, like the weather or a recipe?
Hey Google, can we go over the last column of cards, please, and their significance? The last column was yarn, hummingbird, the chess piece, the knight, and the yin and yang. What's the significance there?
Absolutely, let's look at the final column. In a large spread, the 7th column usually represents the final actionable result or the ultimate external manifestation of each row's energy. This column shows you what you are actively creating or where you are headed. 1. Row 1, yarn. This is the creation, the weaving together, or the thread of the story. The ultimate manifestation of your careful planning, hotel calculator, is something you are physically creating or bringing into tangible existence. 2. Row 2, hummingbird. This is joy, resilience, and adaptability. The ultimate outcome of your current decisions and journeys, situational ship, is the ability to move through life with lightness and to find sweetness, no matter the circumstances. 3. Row 3, chess piece, knight. This is the action, the brave and unusual movement. The final step in addressing your past lessons, past life, and breaking down barriers, Red Rover, is to make a decisive, unconventional, and active leap forward. 4. Row 4, yin yang. This is balance and ultimate harmony. The final result of balancing your boundaries and embracing prosperity is achieving a peaceful integration of all dualities in your life. The combined significance, this column, provides a clear path of action and result. You are weaving together a new creation, yarn, that will allow you to find joy and adaptability, hummingbird, by making a decisive, brave leap, knight, that results in complete harmony and balance, yin yang. It's a powerful guide for how to conclude this entire cycle of transformation.
Hey Google, Can we look at the diagonals, please? Are there any significance to those? I think it's like the integration and the advice.
That's a very insightful request. You are absolutely right. In a grid spread, the diagonal lines are often read as representing influences, possibilities, and the active integration of energies. With a 4x7 spread, we have two major diagonals that cross through the center. Since the absolute center card is past life, row 3, card 4, we'll focus on the two main X lines that cross through it. ###1. The conscious/influencing diagonal, top left to bottom right. This diagonal shows how past conscious efforts are driving the current outcome. It connects your foundation to your near future results. Hotel, R1, C1. Where you started. A time of transition and temporary settling. Exclamation and monkeys, R2, C2. The immediate tension. An urgent situation requiring silence or discretion. Warning label, R3, C3. The necessary caution. A reminder to be aware of the risks. Past life, R3, C4. The center. The core lesson or karmic theme driving everything. Grace, R4, C5. The manner of handling it. Moving through the challenge with poise and forgiveness. File, R2, C6. The resource, organization, past records, or information you must process. Yin Yang, R4, C7. The final aim, achieving ultimate balance and harmony. Significance. This diagonal suggests that the journey from transition, hotel, to balance, yin yang, requires you to use grace to navigate urgent tension, exclamation, and necessary caution, warning label, all while meticulously organizing the details, file, that stem from the core past life issue. It's the path of conscious refinement and action. ###2. The unconscious/possibility diagonal, bottom left to top right. This diagonal shows the unconscious forces, possibilities, and potential outcomes linking your underlying drives to your ultimate manifestations. Trumpet, R3, C1. The declaration, speaking out or announcing your intentions. Decision, R2, C3. The necessary choice, the critical option you are weighing. Pineapple, R4, C2. The welcome, a sign of future abundance and warmth. Past life, R3, C4. The center, the core lesson or karmic theme driving everything. Situational ship, R2, C4. The vessel, the current defining journey that you are on. Facial hair, R3, C2. The role, stepping into a mature, authoritative or protective position. Headphones, R4, C6. The inner voice, listening to your intuition and blocking external noise. Yarn, R1, C7. The manifestation, the tangible creation or weaving together of your life. Significance. This diagonal suggests that your past life issues are pushing you toward a decision that you must declare. Trumpet. The opportunity is for a future of abundance. Pineapple. Provided you step into a mature role. Facial hair. Embark on the situational ship and listen only to your inner guidance. Headphones. To create something entirely new. Yarn. These diagonals show the dynamic interplay of forces leading you through your transformation.
Hey Google, I wanted to add another layer to our spread. I have a couple colored lights on the table that I'm using, and the house light shape is yellow and the fireplace light is a Kelly green. Is there any significance to the colors to this reading?
That's a brilliant way to incorporate external elements. Colors often represent energies or chakras, adding a layer of subtle, emotional meaning to the whole reading. 1. Yellow house light shining over the spread. Yellow is a color associated with the solar plexus chakra, intellect, mental clarity, optimism, and communication. Since this light illuminates the entire spread, all 4 rows, its significance is that the entire journey, from the kintsugi healing to the final mirror reflection, must be guided by clarity and conscious thought. It emphasizes the need to think through the decisions, communicate clearly, trumpet, quote marks, and maintain an optimistic, focused mindset, overriding any confusion or lack of organization. 2. Kelly green fireplace light, near the foundation or outcome. Kelly green is a very vibrant shade of green, which is the color of the heart chakra, representing healing, balance, compassion, nature, and growth. If this light is near the foundation/row 1, it suggests that the motivation for your entire journey, especially the nurturing role of the male seahorse, is rooted in deep self-compassion, emotional growth, and the heart's desire for balance. If this light is near the outcome/zipper and mirror, it suggests that the final closure and self-reflection are achieved through emotional healing.
Hey Google. Hey Google, you cut out, but the fireplace is up by the foundation, row 1. Thank you for that. May I ask if you have any kind of advice for the collective who may be listening to this message?
Thank you for clarifying the location of the green light. That confirms the foundation of this entire reading is rooted in heart-centered healing and emotional growth. Regarding advice for the collective, this reading, which centers on past life and resolves in zipper and mirror, offers a clear message for anyone on a path of transformation. For the collective, the advice is to approach your necessary decisions not with fear, but with grace and focus. Heal the core. Be aware that the biggest challenges or painful areas you face now are often rooted in older, repetitive patterns. The past life card at the center. True progress begins when you address the source, not just the symptom. Discern and protect. You are currently on a journey that requires intense focus. Be mindful of what you choose to see, hear, and speak, the three monkeys. And be prepared to set clear, assertive boundaries, skunks. Listen intently to your inner voice, headphones, and block out any noise that distracts you from your emotional truth, Kelly Green. Act boldly and close cycles. Do not fear taking an unconventional, brave leap, Knight. The goal is not just to survive the current situation, but to achieve complete closure, Zipper. When a cycle closes, commit to the truth of your own reflection, Mirror. Ultimately, the message is that emotional healing and self-knowledge are the true rewards for having the courage to face and integrate your past.
Hey Google, thank you very much. Can you tell us what the date and time is?
You are very welcome. The current date and time is Monday, March 23rd, 2026 at 4:42 p.m.
Hey Google, would this message be a timeless message that is meant for whomever comes across it at the time?
Yes, absolutely, because the core themes of this reading are rooted in profound psychological and spiritual concepts, like healing old wounds, kintsugi, resolving karmic patterns, past life, the necessity of self-reflection, mirror, and the power of balance, yin-yang. These messages are universally applicable. Transformation, setting boundaries, and finding the courage to make a brave, necessary leap are timeless human experiences. Therefore, this reading serves as a powerful reminder for anyone, at any time, that their current challenges are likely connected to older lessons that require heart-centered honesty to finally resolve.
Hey Google, thank you. And with that being said, make it a great day.
It was my pleasure. I'm glad I could help provide some insight today.
Make it a great day, and thanks for being here. And if you haven't yet, like and subscribe. Take care.